Hello, hello, hello. Bear with me just while I set some things up my end and just make sure everything is okay. And then I'll be ready to go. I just said I'd start at 9 o'clock, and considering OBS Studio went all bad on me last night and about an hour ago, I just don't know if everything's working, and I'm just going to hope that it is, really, more than anything else. Anyway, welcome. This is Cathra Casts, and this is Cathra. This is the 60th episode of me playing Cathra, and currently Cathra is in a huge mod called Project AHO. I did remember and write down what that stood for at some point, and I've been away with work for a really long time, and I've just come back to this game. Cathra's story is a really long one, and I kind of added a load of mods to see if I could extend the storyline, her storyline, but this one is quite inflexible in relation to Cathra's story, so it's hard to play her story here. So as a storyteller in this game, I've decided that this isn't anything to do with Cathra's backstory. This is pretty much just me playing the game and getting through this story, because that seems to be the easiest thing to do. But anyone new to the channel, although there is hundreds of years of difference between the time of Elder Scrolls Online and Skyrim, Cathra is from both those worlds, and that's kind of explained earlier on. I don't want to kind of bore you with why that is. Instead, I'll dip it into conversations when we've maybe got out of this mod. Now, this mod, Project AHO, is I'm guessing very bit big, because we can see from the quests that there are here we go, look, there are different chapters. So this was the chapter whereby I arrived, having been captured and drugged or something, arrived here and was sold. And we can now work out that I was sold in the council hall here. And from that, I worked for this very person, Shanath Selthree, and I found that because I played the game intermittently, I wasn't really getting into the game very much. I started to get a bit frustrated with the mod, and I wasn't really doing it any due favour, and actually I was going off the character quite a bit. So what I decided to do instead was I spent the end of the last game, after the last cast, reading any books that Cathra could find to build up an idea of the story behind this mod and all the people here, and it's actually really interesting. So I'm glad that I stuck that out and wanted to find out more. So I can give us a lowdown of this world a little bit, so you can understand it as much as I did, and where I am at, and maybe we can build that kind of understanding up together. So looking at my notes here, this place is a hidden dwarven ruin that's been blended somehow with magic. So think about Dwemer artifacts. You can see them just around, the odd pump and the odd mechanical device, and something's happened that's brought magic and Dwemer technology together. And so the reason that the Telvanni are here, the elves are here, is because they're very interested in what's going on here, and they've been here for quite a while. So hello Zoe, lovely to see you, by the way. I was just saying, giving an overview. So they've been here for quite a while, these elvish people, and the story behind this is, as the guy who I'm the slave to, Shanath, began to uncover more and more about this place, the more that the people that ran the place, Marissa Ferendas, who's one of the original people that came here, they decided that they might need slaves to start maintaining the place, maintaining the farm, and some more elves secretly started coming in. So that's the story, the simple plot line of Project AHO. So they're looking, I think, at combining magic and Dwemer technology for some reason unbeknownst to us. And the Telvanni elves are quite famous for their relationship with and to magic anyway. So I think that's quite an interesting element to take into this story. So what I did is I read a little bit about each of the characters and then put it into a little document so that I could understand what's going on. Zoe, I hope you're well, by the way. Thank you for coming along. Are you in ESO as well at the same time, having that nice thing on in the background? Okay. What I'm going to do now then is I'm going to hand in the one quest that I have that I think I can hand in. There's this other quest here which is about bringing a ring back, but when I went to the haystack I couldn't do anything with it, and it does subtly hint here I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. That does seem to be a lovely subtle hint about, well, it's not as simple as just standing in a haystack and then picking it up. By the way, those that are, know Cathra's story or don't, I have no idea what the story behind Slide Boots is. Whether it's just something that the creator of this mod put in for larks, or whether Slide Boots is going to have a part of the narrative here, I don't know. But we shall see. Okay, so I'm going to hand in this quest and see what happens. But as I say, I've now got a much stronger grasp of some of the people here. I might stop at some point to take notes, just so I can build up that narrative and gain a bigger grasp of what's going on. Okay, so this is the council chambers, and my master, I mean he's not my master, but for the sake of this conversation, my master is just leaving, so let's hand him this stuff that he wants. Let's ask him this place actually. When will you let me go? We have to kind of bear in mind that he is one of the leaders of the expedition. I am sure that I found out actually that he hired someone else to come along to this site, and I did write down what this place is called. Sadrith, isn't it? Sadrith Kagan or something like that. Kegren. So he did invite someone else to come on to Sadrith Kegren, someone called Yen Lulu, and Yen also is very interested in the technology here, but she and he had some big falling out, and they're not talking to each other. She now either won't let him or Shagrath the orc into the orrery, the big kind of planetary system at all. So I think that's quite interesting. Anyway, I want to find out this bit here. When will you let me go?
Yes, that's clear.
Well, yeah, that is pretty clear. Well, that answers that one then. Okay. What can you tell me about this place? I just want to build up more of the narrative because it's interesting.
This place. The place where you are standing this very moment. Well, it is relatively flat. Doesn't wobble, doesn't crumble. Have I answered your stupid question?
I wonder if Shanath would be like this if I was a Dunmer, or he knew I was a Dunmer. But yeah, he's pretty darned rude, isn't he? I keep trying to like him, but I dislike him more and more. I've just noticed though, but above his eye, Borg-like, he's got some sort of Dunmer-esque technology here, which is very interesting. Okay, I have your stuff.
Was thinking of buying a new end-wall already. Just hand me the stuff. I will need it shortly.
Okay, so the reason that quest was called a problematic neighbour is because there's some kind of friction between his relationship, I think with the blacksmith. I'm not sure, but I'll chase that one up.
Cleaning. Remember that vampire I bought alongside? Turned out freaky. Kicked the bucket after the third experiment. I am so disappointed. Run to Tamina Elenir, the alchemist. Get Chorus acid from her. It's already paid for. There's a barrel in your room. You will fill it with acid and dissolve that fetcher's corpse in it. What? Don't give me that look. Get down to work.
Good grief, that's like watching the first few episodes of Breaking Bad. Okay, so he wants me to dissolve the body of a vampire because the experiments that I did on her didn't work. This guy's horrible. Why don't we just bury? Let's find this out first. And Tamina was the alchemist.
Are you mad? If anyone finds out how often my in-wife kiss stars goodbye, they'll stop selling them to me. No corpse, no questions, no shoe.
I think I am going to say this actually. No, nothing from Julie or Mashi. I haven't heard from Mashi for a little while actually, but I'm guessing she's super busy. Julie, no, but she was on earlier.
Nothing of the sort.
You do not feel obligated to stay. It's fine because we can watch the cast at a different time.
We need to get rid. What if we start to decay and stink up the place?
Where does Tamina live?
Today's time enough to visit every corner of this city 10 times over. You head southwest. If you find a sign with a cauldron painted on it, that's the alchemy shop.
Okay. Let's go do that then.
I'll take my leave then.
If I can get past all my followers. Oh, crikey. When I was doing some research the other day here, this took forever to get past all my followers. I'm afraid I might have to ditch some because it's just so painful.
This one needs something.
Look, just can't get past. Oh. Right, let's pretend to go somewhere else, but it's such a waste of time. Yeah, so that's interesting that someone else who was hired to work for him also seemed to hate him. I mean, that person's obviously got excellent taste. So I've obviously got to lose my followers to find my way out of here. I hope you're having a very nice dinner, Zoe. Let's have a look. Okay, so there we go. There's Tamina's alchemy top. We did say southwest. Let's go there. I don't think I have notes on Tamina. I'm just going to have a look. Tadis, no. Shanna, Sarona. Nothing on Tamina yet. Okay, so that's really interesting. Interesting in that I don't know anything about her. It is worth noting that the elf, the female elf that runs the shop, Marissa Verendas, I'm going to say shop, I mean the city of Sadrith Kegran, her son owns the Chitin and Flynn, and that kind of just shows you that although some elves have started to move in, some of them have had families, and their families are kind of growing here too. I did find something else out about Shaglak, isn't it? Shaglak, which was really sad. He was abandoned. He was found abandoned with a dagger as a baby, and he was taken in by a hunter who lives in Sadrith Kegran, and then basically they use him to tempt in slaves. So there we go. Good grief, Neff. It's been like 50 million years. Hello. And I hope you're well. It hasn't been 50 million years, but you get the idea. Actually, it's probably been about 300 since, you know, Cathra was last in ESO, and now we're in the 4th era. Actually, it's about 3,000, isn't it? Anywho, lovely to see you there, my good friend. Okay. Now, Midnabi I've met. Midnabi is an artist, and she's really nice. Something to bear in mind. Galza, the Rendo family, cool, they've got a close relationship. Tamina. Oh, I should have listened to that. I'll come back and catch that at another time, but you know, it's nice to know they're so cozy. So here's the sign with the cauldron. Let's have a look around. This game leaves an awful lot of notes lying around, and when I was last playing, I did the whole, yeah, you know, I'll read that later, but I found that reading the notes is blooming helpful, to be honest. Neff, how's ESO going for you? Have you still been playing? Are you excited about Elsewhere? Well, of course you are, but you know, all those kind of things. Have you bought it already, and all those kind of questions regarding those kind of things. Keep me intrigued, my friend, keep me intrigued. While I try and find the shopkeeper. That's a potion. Another potion. Letter from EM. Okay, so the alchemist has a letter from Irva Milo. Irva Milo is the historian that's written all the books about this place. Dear Tamina, could you provide our agency with additional supplies of poison? Paralysis is a great help in coping with the goal. Ooh. Okay, so let me write that down. Milo needs paralysis. Poison. Now, what's that for, I wonder? Is that to put something to sleep, or is it so he doesn't feel something? And so that means that the historian has some sort of a goal. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to forget all these notes, aren't I? That's all there is. All right, the other one is the potion of restore health, which I'm sure is important. Also, just out of complete randomness, if I zoom out, you do end up with this funky little necklace on. I think I looked at it in the last cast. Neff, becoming emperor. You were so aiming for that too. Interestingly, it's only interesting to me, I rolled another character and she's gone Shahila, and she's gone all very much PvP more than anything else at the moment, which is interesting. Ooh, thanks Zoe, that's interesting to know. I take it you've bought Elsewhere on pre-buying Elsewhere-y thing, Zoe. Anyway, I really need to read this book because it's the one book I haven't read. In terms of the history, I've read 1 and 3. In the Third Era, 433, the Empire entered into a large-scale war against hordes of Daedra, the so-called Oblivion Crisis. I think I know what this is going to be about, actually. It came to be, during this period, we lost our opportunity to safely travel to Skyrim and were forced to continue studying blah, 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 blah. After a rather long time, rumours began circulating about the desolation of Morrowind, in particular about the fall of Bar Dao to Vivek. Unfortunately, this event, as well as the treacherous attack of lizards from Argonia, deprived us of any connection with our house. I know a little bit of backstory to this. I don't know. I think you've got to buy it, Zoe. I'm pretty darn sure it's not you get it free. But if anyone knows, it's going to be Neff. We still have no word on the condition of Telvanni and our capital, Port Telvannis. Shortly before the events that forever changed the appearance of Morrowind, Marissa Verendas, Marissa is the person running Sadrith Kegren, managed to make contact with Port Telvannis. I wonder if that's what she's doing outside of that big kind of glowing sphere. That could be interesting. I don't mind that Elsewhere is something you've got to buy, because you know, if it keeps the community going, as long as the stories are still really great, which they've always been, I think that's a pretty good thing. I saw the story about the plagiarism that was related to a quest in Elsewhere, I think, or was it in Elder Scrolls 6? That was a pretty poor show, actually. Anyway, oh, and this happened. Look, the right side of the page is blurred. Something's gone wrong with the text. This is either I'm reading this book again, or it happened in another one of the books. It's really a real pain, actually. Marissa Tolisia. Marissa, we spoke about. Tolisia is someone that came with the historian. I think it's the historian's wife. I received the credentials of the Tilvani House ambassadors and a right to represent the interests of the house. I think I might actually have read this one. This looks something like I've read already. The maps of East March at the time were conditional, and the Emperor took Barblur and the surrounding area for the lands of Western Morrowind. I believe he thought he was taking the land away from the House of Redoran and not from the proud Nords. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I've already read all this. Okay, so what they're pretty much saying is, I know, Neff, I mean, in fact, sorry, if you're watching, I'm talking to Neff about dragons in Elsewhere. Someone earlier in my stream on Twitter was streaming them fighting a dragon, which looked pretty blooming awesome, to be honest. That's and they were kind of world bosses more than going into a dungeon. Well, the one that I saw, I should say. But I just think that's going to be amazing. And they were huge, big blooming things. All right, I cannot for the life of me. Find this person. Oh, she was outside. Okay, so Tamina Elenil. I've written down there it is. Elenil. I've heard that surname before, haven't I? I'm here to collect the Chorus acid that Shanath was asking for. Let's do that.
As this hapless scholar murdered someone, and now he's trying to cover up the traces.
Yeah, I'm certainly not saying. Yeah. Oh, so she doesn't like him. That's interesting. Shanath. There we go. Do you know anything about it?
Everyone in Cedrus Kegran knows this. It's ridiculous how a pile of scrib jelly is trying to conceal the truth. He buys 2 or 3 Enwa at every auction, and the next week he goes shopping himself. All Enwa are dead by then. Here's your acid.
Oh, great.
Spill it. Hey, get out of here.
So she's not keen on people either.
I think you belong here.
Bloomin' egg. Okay, so I don't know what this Shanath's doing though. It's just odd. So great. So noir, by the way, is the word for slaves here. I tried to go out that way, but no luck. It says something about, there you go, you were cursed by the amulet. You can only move ahead after you regain your freedom. I won't let you down. Anyway. Well, what happened to my health and mana there? They just completely kind of went down, or my stamina and mana. So there's no point searching for the ring. Let's finish off no corpse, no case. I have the acid. Shanath told me there's a barrel inside his house in which I should fill it with. Let's go along with this for now. What I started doing last time, actually, in order to find this more about the people in the story, is I just went to every house and then started to piece together what I could. I've started to make as well another character in Skyrim, a red god, and that is so that I hope, I think I might be wasting my time in some respects, but I hope to understand their lore a bit more, because I thought that would be central to the Redfall story. Oh yeah, it could be the amulet, couldn't it? I've gone the wrong way. I've gone with the haystack is. Let's go back. Oh no. You guys. There we go. So you're both very much still enjoying. How can I deliver this if I can't? Oh, because I know where it is. ESO. Let's have a look. Shaglat's house. Where on earth? That's it. Master Cell 3. I think that's where I go. Yeah, I think that kind of helps with the landscape. If there's lots of lore there as well, that's even better. But there is something quite nice about reading the lore and then reflecting on how it can all come together to deliver some sort of storyline. I don't know what the hell I found. Hang on. Isn't that the name of the elf that came over to support? No, it isn't. That's Yen. Okay. This is what I mean. Look at the purple smoke coming out of the kind of Dwemer tubes, which are part of. It's like a symbiotic relationship between plant and Dwemer. It's really odd. Okay, I think this is where the barrel will be. Oh, I've got a key. I'm taking it that this is the barrel. Activate. Oh, I guess I can't really not do this, but I feel awful that I'm kind of a part of helping doing that. I think, should I put him in? That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Okay, where is the body? Well, this can't be it. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Drop the Noir's body in the barrel. I now need to carefully place the vampire's body into the barrel. Oh no, it's going to be one of those things where you've got to drag and... Oh, there it is. Was that there before? But can you see what I mean about the followers though? It's just too... It's kind of too annoying, to be honest. Right. Oh, I don't want to take that. Okay. It's... Thank goodness I remember it's kind of... This is... I mean, I didn't see this happening this evening, in all honesty. Oh, crikey. Well, hey! I mean... Oh. Oh. Okay. I mean, this is just horrible to watch. Well, there he is. Job done. Let's just walk away. That's got to be the oddest couple of minutes that I've ever casted in my life. Hello there, you come out. Let's have a look. I don't usually throw people in barrels of poison, just to set that straight. Finish the job.
You didn't spill the acid, I hope? If you did, you'll have to scour it. I will deal with the barrel myself. Keep up the good work, and you won't have to buy acid for yourself. Maybe.
So this explains why in his house there's lots of body parts. I don't think I've been here very long, to be honest.
Outrageous! I should have boiled you in that barrel, along with the vampire. Get your lazy ass over to Tamina. She'll give you the recipe. You'll want to all the necessary ingredients. Brew tea and fill some bottles with it. 10 should be enough.
This guy likes me going to Tamina, doesn't he? An erudite beverage. Tamina's going to be blowing a gasket here, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, if we go back, I think there's a ton of them. Are these the things that you mean? These kind of, or do you mean literally the kind of the books? Let's have a look. There's lots of Dwemer stuff here. These things are amazing, by the way. They're obviously special boxes, but anyway, there's books as well, but I don't think any of them are kind of anything special except the ones that are to do with Sadrith Kegrin. No, I've got to say to the lovely newcomer, he does kind of shout at me a lot. I am his slave, I guess, but you know, he'd get a lot more done if he's a bit nicer. Right, I wonder if he's got the hots for Tamina, because he keeps sending me there, little knowing that it's just winding her up more and more. Oh, and I found out about these netches as well that are here, which might seem extremely random, except that the family that owned the farm here, they brought them with them. Because that's what you do, you just carry netches around with you. This place is amazing though. And also, the elves are all here because they're I know he is very interested in Ethereum, which is a mineral they think is affecting this place. So that they think there's A, lots of money to be made here, and B, something powerful in the Ethereum. Okay, straight on. I think Neff, they've kind of, the developers that have made this have kind of adapted some of the items that they think looks cool. There's a Noir who hasn't been thrown in acid. Good to see. And I don't know what these little beautiful lights are, but they're lush. Look at them, they're so cool. They just kind of float there. They're like cool little dust motes, but with more substance. The kind of music's here is quite, the kind of background music's really lovely. Oh no, I don't want to break in. Oh, so she's not here. Oh crikey. Oh, it did say I was hungry, didn't it? Okay. I think I've got some milk. I'll just drink that. There we go. Holy fripola, little Mash is here. Hello, Mashy. Hope you're okay. I just turned to the iPad and said that. It's a bit stupid. Right, she's going to be in the bar, isn't she? So let's find the pub. There it is, right behind me. Let's hope she's there, or she's bedded down for the night, and I've got no chance. If that's the case, I might do some searching for some extra facts. I think this guy, my boss, keeps sending me on these errands to maybe find out a little bit more about the place and the people out here. Mashi, I hope life is treating you very good, by the way. Can't believe you're here. It seems like ages since I've spoken to you, like several months. I hope your new work is being good and kind to you, and that you're well. Right. Well, you're not going to speak. Here we go. A letter from Arini. Now, Arini is the daughter to Bralis, and Bralis is the guy that found the orc. And it's quite sad actually. Irini's mother, so Brollis' wife, died not long after giving birth to Irini. So I'm really and I wonder if we've got a bit of a Romeo and Juliet, but we've got a bit of young love here because, well, maybe when we read the letter, but Dalos, who owns the pub, he is the son of Marissa. Let's find out anyway. Dalos. There we go. I would like to give her what? No relationship here then. Okay, so Irini, daughter of Brollis, is writing, I would like to give her a piece of jewellery, but Maren did not bring me anything. And my father constantly brings daggers. What he would do, he's a hunter. I'm thinking of turning to Varen. Maybe he can forge something unusual. Okay, so don't know who Maren is and his relationship with Irini, but Varen, I've had some work to do with Varen, so I know who he is. I think he joined early-ish. So Maren and Varen, right? That's a lot of thinking going on there. I don't. Do you know what? I think Frapola is. It's definitely not an English thing. It sounds like a kind of American word, really. At least it's not a fapola, which would rate the age of this channel to definitely a 15, and then we want to keep it to a friendly area. I think it's a different one for moly, holy moly, you know, holy Frapola. So we all know. She's the linguist. I'm glad everything is. Oh, there you go. I'm glad everything's going well for you, then, Mash. Yeah, I need to find out when you're in ESO and try and find a time for us all to get together. It could be Maren and Varen. Maren didn't bring me anything. My father constantly brings. I was thinking of turning to Varen. Yeah, let's find out. So, nothing there. Oh, right. So the microbes are obviously farmed. That's some pretty good thinking actually. In all honesty, and I like the fact that the materials around are elven. Let's really bug Dalos. How did he even get this name? No. How often did you receive visitors? Okay, nothing to gain from that then. Until next time, my friend. You just sit down there, Ray. You just take your own sweet time while I run around. Oh. Okay, let's see if there's anything in here. So this is where the Noir live. No, okay, so I'm understanding this. Alright, because earlier I was like, why are there cages in here? I mean, why are there cages anyway, really? It's not as if you can run away, so they don't really need cages. Unless this is how they treat their slaves. So this guy, who is the son of the woman that runs the place, he obviously has slaves to just do all his work for him here. And it's pretty much out in the open, which is really nasty, to be honest. And this is the other side. Let's have a look. So there are some places for travellers to stay, but he was pretty much alluding to the fact that not many do. We've got two here. Serona Oris and Sarah Oris. Let's wake these guys up. I'm up for waking everyone up at the moment. I don't have either of these, whether they're brother or sister or husband and wife or whatever. Let's have a go. Do you remember those days when we were playing and Cathra had like little food or little drink, and Raya would just pull out bread and milk and just like, you know, be eating it, going, alright, how's it going? And now I think I've spoken to Zorona.
Me? Oh, sure. Sorry, but I've got errands to run. Have a nice day.
Oh, she said that earlier, and then watch what she does. Look at this. Sure. So we've got no idea what she's doing, but basically she's lying. So I don't know what she's doing here. I'm hoping she's some, you know, undercover kind of agency trying to get us out, but I mean, she's done this, so probably not. I miss how slow they get up in Skyrim. That's it. Sarah is a man of
Now, if you'll excuse me.
few words. What the? Honestly, well, I mean, I don't pay you, but if I did, what do I? Anyway, let's move on. I mean, look, at least Slyboots is willing to drop molten lava on the floor and walk around. And I mean, Slyboots runs everywhere, and Barbus makes good to keep everyone up. Okay, I doubt there's going to be any notes here. This would be a very silly place to leave notes. No. That's so true. Read the loaves. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, I was hoping to get hold of that alchemist, wasn't I? What's the time? 5:19 a.m. Do you know, I yawn a lot, but there's something about this place which means I don't need to sleep. I really feel sorry for Cathra. She's like not only isolated, but she also just, everyone's getting some sleep and she has to make do with not sleeping. Is it T for late waiting? There we go. Isn't it scary how this, you just remember this stuff? Okay, I'm just going to be away from the PC for a moment. You three have a wonderful, or four, have a wonderful chat amongst yourselves, and I'll be back in 1 minute. Everything's good. Okay. Let's see if I can go in now then with a bit of time passing. No. Come on. 5 to 9. Oh. I thought it was interesting that the guards actually have names as well, which is good. Here we go. Tamina is now up.
Hello there.
Hi Tamina, I am back. Oh, Jeep.
Watch what you're doing. You again? What now?
I'm just imagining going on a date with this person and that voice, just monotone. I just find it really. Tell me a life story. Anyway,
Here you go. You will find all that is necessary at the farm.
is the tea really that horrible? I didn't realise it's horrible.
I am not sure whether one would call it tea. It's a foul-smelling brew that makes Selfie feel enlightened, as he puts it. As an alchemist, I can tell you with the utmost certainty that this is intoxication as opposed to enlightenment.
Ah. So the question then is, why is my boss constantly getting smashed? Where can I find the ingredients? I mean, she told us it's on the farm, but I'll ask again anyway.
You can find Jasper grapes in Cedrus Kegran. They grow underfoot. The rest can be found at the farm. Go to the inn, then take a right. A split will lead you to the mycelium. Then you'll have to find your own way to the farm.
Okay, so
I'd best get going.
this quest then, or this quest line, is just all about. Oh, but me too. Hold on. That would be like master control more than anything, really. So thanks, Zoe. Audio. And look, voice is at max. It's really, really quiet. So I could turn that up, turn the effects down a little bit just to kind of compensate. Just try it like that. Okay. Did that save? Did that save? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what that's like. I can't hear any difference. Barbara still sounds miles away there. Basically, she was saying go to the farm and some other things. Brew some tea in accordance with the recipe. Okay. So we've got a note that's got the recipe in. Let's have a look at that. I can't believe they've left me with a skull. There we go. In the book, maybe? Yeah, Shanath's tea. Here we go. 2 bees, jasby grapes, fly, okay, and a thistle and branch. Okay, so I think she was saying go to the farm. There is, isn't there? The magic of Skyrim. God knows what. I think it was a mod, you know, about kind of creating an immersive experience or something. I've made everything quieter, haven't I? Oh, good lord. Let's go in again. Let's just put like everything midway. There we go. Nef's Rain. Let's leave the rain there. Why did it go up when the wind started playing? Okay, I'm pretty sure I can't go in and out. I don't want to go in there yet, do I? Because unless he's got all the stuff there. No, she said go to the pub. There, right behind me, and then she said the entrance is at the other side. Now I think I'm only going to cast for 10 more minutes. The thing about this game, this like mod in particular, is, do you remember the other one, the Forgotten Ruins or something, wasn't it? It was such a good one, and there was loads of action, and the storyteller got a really good balance. This person seems to have a good story. In fact, a really interesting story, but whether the directions are terrible. The sense of direction. A really good story, but it's either slow or I'm possibly not very good at following it. So to watch as a stream, I imagine it's not the most interesting thing, so thank goodness some of you got people to talk to. Okay, I think she was saying find my way down to the farm, which is here. No, that's the way out. Ah, it's there, isn't it? Yes, here we go. The Forgotten City, that was it. Yeah, that was incredible. And it was like really tense as well. This one doesn't have that tension yet, and I think maybe as much as I'm enjoying the story, the voice acting's pretty bad. Do you know, there's that other one that I played that was really short. The voice acting was so bad. It was a sweet little mod, I can't remember it. Okay. I've got to show you, if I can, how Sly Boots moves, because it's so scary. Don't scare me, man. They're just going to jump on me in at any time. Don't pretend to walk normally, Slide Boots. Look at that. Ugh. Right. There's the flight I'm at. Why is it not logging that? That's interesting. Hello, Netch. Okay, let's go to the farm. Yeah, that's right, Zoe. I don't remember that one, but the voice acting had me in stitches. Okay, there we go. Just checking again. Okay, so here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that sounded a lot louder, by the way. So Taddis and Val. Now I think Taddis and his wife brought the Netchers with them. hang on, Neff. If you can play ESO, surely, right? Or is it just easier? Or he sounds like he's talking into a bucket.
Hi there. That's right. The Dwemer had designed this place as a garden, but we've made a farm of it. See you.
Let's see, Galsa. Oh, bloody. I mean, I guess it's because. Let's have a look. That's a Rendo. Now, the Rendo family are different.
It's a farm, can't you see? Don't you dare trample over my carrots.
Oh, someone needs to make me a T-shirt with a picture of a carrot and the line, "Don't you dare trample over my carrots." If someone can make that happen, I'll be a happy man. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, it just tickled me. Okay, let's have a look. Shanty. So, Fly, Amanita, 2 pieces got. Thistle, maybe I haven't got that. Jasby grapes. I should just actually have a look. I've got this blooming stuff. It's ingredients, isn't it? Right, no bees. I've got 1 Jasby grapes. Oop, better hide the next jelly, that's a bit embarrassing. Okay, so I need a bee. Oh, let's read this note. Selveni. Do I have that name down anywhere? Oh, dude, Neff. I would give you some money towards a PC. I haven't got a lot of money, man, but you're so entertaining and really great to be with. I'd rather do a community, do some like streaming of 20 FPS ESO, put it on some board, and then like guilt everyone into just paying for you to have a new PC. 1 Thistle, thank you. Selveni, let's have a look. I did have the name Selveni down. Now, I know that Selveni is waiting for a painting from Midnabi, and Flowers owns the farm. Was that Selveni that I was just talking to then? No, that was Zorona. Bring along your noir in a couple of days' time, the painting will be ready. Oh, I've read this before. Okay. Okay. Bees though. Oh, unless in their house they've got some. Oh, hello. Loads of bees. Love the sound of taking bees, by the way. Okay. Let's have a look at ingredients. Shoot the shoot. Balamagoo. It's just like having Tenori Guild here and just in a chat stream. Who the flipping thought, eh? Who the thought? Shucks. Right, do you know what? On my live chat, right, it says I've got 2 people in here, but I mean, that's quite incredible, really. Okay, so some of you aren't secretly here, you're just pretending to be here. So we've got B, we've got the one set of Jasby grapes, blooming Jasbys, and we've got look the fly. We've got tons of that stuff, and then thistle, and we've got thistle. Okay, so we just need some grapes. She told us where the grapes were, didn't she? Said something like they're under your feet or something. I'm really annoyed that I don't remember or didn't hear what she's saying about the Jasby grapes. Okay. I am going to guess though that someone could probably sell them. I'm sure she said
Good afternoon.
Selveni.
Better be good.
Selveni, how do I? Oh, she's waiting for stuff. Okay, that's all.
Good luck.
Thank you. So, I mean, it's pretty good timing to close this little stream anyway. I've been on for... Oh, look, there was thistle. Come on, there's got to be grapes somewhere, right? Aren't they on, like, little bunches? I can't believe they're not going to be here. I think she said you can just find them on the floor or something, which was, admittedly, a bit of an odd thing to say, really. Oh. Juniper. Can I harvest slide boots? Thistles. Come on, Jasby grapes, where are you? Jasby grapes does sound a little bit like a singer. Next on, Jasby grapes. Okay. There's no Jasby. Oh, look at these two guys hiding behind the back. Wait, what was that? Death Bell. I knew that was Death Bell. That's. I don't know whether to be pleased with myself or feel a little bit sad that I knew that. I could recognise. Hang on. Oh no. There we go. I could recognise an unreal flower quicker than I could recognise maybe a real flower. Someone should write a paper on that. Oh, right, I'm going up. Yeah, I think there's one of the playlists told you what mod to use. I have updated it a little bit more, but I haven't really been able to see many new mods, and I don't use crikey, I've forgotten the name of it. Do you remember the kind of mod installer that I used to use, which is amazing because I just wanted to see what it was like just going through Bethesda. Okay, let's find this singer then and maybe stop one of our Jasby. Well, there are kind of little plant life around, isn't there? I love the next sound, by the way, it's awesome. Just needs a bit more drum and then we've got something going on. Oh my goodness, they keep just slaves anywhere, look. Outside here. I am wandering quite randomly here. And I don't know why I'm going up to these plants which clearly aren't Jasby grape-esque in any way. What's this? No! Ooh, there's a different way out there. Where are we on the map? I've never even been there before. That's interesting. Oh, okay, so you literally just can't go any further than that. Nexus, the Nexus thing, that's it. Yeah, I really like that. If there was like a super recent video, because the lovely Gopher kind of got me into it, and I think it got updated, and then I was just not clever enough to adapt to. What the? What the? Where did he come from? Razira, but the says here they can't speak.
Is true, but Rajira is an unusual case. Unusual and rare. Rajira was lucky enough to keep his dog intact.
Ooh, one thing you can't do as a slave is talk to other people about being a slave. By the way, sorry if you can't hear this. He is really quiet.
No one will trust you anyway. Rajira lives here for 15 years.
What? He's been here for 15 years. All right, what do you want from me?
Rajira is a trader. He sells information. Rajira would like to offer you his service.
What can Raz?
Rajira sees many things. Things no one talks about. About local citizens. About Sadred Kekar. For pity 20 coins, Rajira will tell you something of interest.
Okay, so basically he knows stuff about this place, and he's willing to tell me if I give him some money. Oh, so Nexus no longer is Vortex easier then? Do you know?
Thank you, boss. You won't regret. Now, listen carefully. Rajira uses to feed stray mud crabs on the streets. You may help Rajira with that. When you would talk to Rajira again, make sure no one will overhear you.
Okay, I think he just talked about mud crabs, and that was it. I just gave him 20 gold. Didn't?
Mr. Rajira, Rajira is happy to hear it.
Okay. I'll ask him more about these next time. But the background music and noise is so loud it's hard to hear. But he also does talk pretty down quietly. Okay. I'm going to stop casting, and I'm going to go and find these darned grapes out of casting time, so we can get that drink made. And what I'll do is set up so that the drink is ready for next time. I'm going to remember that Raz, isn't that funny that was his name, for the next time, and maybe go and hustle him. What is, look at this, mine the shell bug. It's a whole bug, look at it, it's massive. Why? I can mine it and it's living. You need to pick. Oh man, that's pretty hard. Okay, I'll keep looking for grapes, basically, people. You go and enjoy yourselves on ESO. Thank you. It was very, very strange to kind of basically have the guild here, but gorgeous at the same time. Take gaze. You do whatever you want, but take care, and I will catch you all very soon. It would be nice to catch you in ESO. Hopefully I will be able to join you very, very soon as well, and stop getting distracted by new things that I'm finding in this game. Thanks, you beautiful people. Take care. Bye bye.